Hi, John Chapin with your latest sales tip. And today I'm going to talk about how you can sell more regardless of the market you're in, the state of the economy, price increases, and really any other item that negatively affects your products or your market. So back in 2009, during a really difficult recession, then in 2020 during the pandemic, I came up with some tips to help people sell more. That said, while these tips are critical during difficult times such as those, these tips will help you sell more anytime, good or bad. So let's get right into it. Tip number one to sell more at any time: don't let anything outside of you be your excuse for not selling more. So during a tough market or economy, or even after a tough day, some tough sales calls, it's easy to find things to blame other than yourself. But if you do, as most communication's nonverbal, people will hear and see it in your voice, they'll feel it, and you'll sell less. This attitude will also demotivate you, which leads to working less. And when salespeople struggle or have doubt, the vast majority cut calls and activities significantly. In fact, in a tough market or economy, studies show the average salesperson cuts calls by 37%. During the pandemic, with social distancing and all those other factors, it was worse. So the answer is to use difficult times and perceived challenges as a warning and motivation to work harder and smarter, not as an excuse to back off. So have a plan in place, know what you have to do every day, and make sure you do it. If you back off, business will go down. If you work harder and smarter, business will improve. As I've said before, in tough times, be it personal or professional, don't give up, double up. Tip number 1A, always be on offense. This is related to the last two sentences I just mentioned in tip 1, but broken out for emphasis. Again, those last two sentences are: if you back off, business will go down. If you work harder and smarter, business will improve. In tough times, be it personal or professional, don't give up, double up. Look, in war, retreating, sometimes sitting and waiting are viable options at times. They aren't when it comes to business and sales. In business and sales, it leads to stagnation and paralysis. At that point, your first indication that things are back to normal will be your competition whizzing past you while you sit still. So let me say that again because it's important. Always be on offense. Tip number 2, get better at selling. When there are fewer opportunities and prospects, you've got to do better with the ones you have. The way to do this is to get better at selling. So become a student, read books, listen to audios, watch videos, become a sponge and absorb everything you can get your hands on. Using the strategies help many salespeople improve to the point where they actually sold more in a so-called tough market than they sold when times were good. Constantly and consistently getting better at selling is the second best way to grow your sales. The first is related to tip number 1, which is make more calls. Tip number 3, have a good attitude. Your attitude's your most important sales tool in your arsenal. It's almost impossible to watch the evening news and be positive. Our brains are like computers, garbage in, garbage out. As a result, you want to put as many good ideas in your brain as possible. Pick up anything inspirational, motivational, positive, and upbeat. Listen to it to keep a good attitude and stay focused. Be positive and persistent. In addition to putting all those good ideas into your brain, eat good foods, get plenty of rest, exercise, and surround yourself with positive people. Stay away from negatives and negative people. Tip number 4, prepare for the price objection and build value. This tip is always a good idea because price will usually be a factor somewhere in the sale. Many prospects do everything they can to commoditize us and simply buy on lowest price. As a result, it's very important that you build value. What are your primary benefits? How are you, your company, and your product better than the competition? Are you local? Are you long-term lower cost? Can you respond to service calls faster? You need to accentuate your primary benefits and make them as powerful as possible and provide proof in ROI models, testimonials, and the like. And finally, come up with some solid responses to the price objection. Tip 5, focus on relationships. The relationship with the salesperson is the number one reason people give for doing business with a particular company. And we've all seen it happen. We've all been there. You make an overwhelming case for your product or your service versus the competition, yet the prospect still goes with the competition because they're golf buddies. Relationships are extremely important, in most cases more important than anything else. So you need to focus on not only staying in touch with and keeping your name in front of the customers and prospects and delivering value each time, but also on taking that next step and building a solid long-term relationship. Send handwritten notes, anniversary cards, birthday cards, holiday cards. Follow my 28 items that I talk about in my book. If you don't know what those are, message me and I'll send them to you. But your objective is to touch the customer more often on a more personal level at a time when your competitors are calling less and being less personal. Tip number 6, you are completely responsible for your success. So 5 years from now, you and your career will end up somewhere. The question is, where? If you decide that something outside of you, such as the economy, tariffs, the market, inflation, or any other factors responsible for your success or failure, you give your power away and control of your destiny and your ultimate success over to those outside factors. The way to change that is, remember, success is up to you. You own it. You control it. Provided you have solid enough goals, strong enough reasons why you need to get there, you'll get to anywhere you need to get to, regardless of outside factors. Reminding yourself that you're 100% responsible for your success keeps success under your control and within reach. Now for a couple of bonus tips. Here's some other quick ideas on sales success. Number one reason salespeople fail is they don't talk to enough prospects to make enough sales. In selling, most attempts fail. Failure is the path to success. You have unlimited opportunities for success. What's required is that you keep stepping up to the plate and swinging, more at bats. Stop looking for the easy way or shortcut, which will never get you to where you want to go. It only leads to frustration and continued mediocrity at best. Success requires hard work on the key success activities: prospecting, presenting, and closing. Follow the tried and true path that stood the test of time and been shown to lead to guaranteed success, providing you continue on the course and don't give up. Resolve to do what's ever required for success. Success at the highest level requires hard work, dedication, facing fear and uncertainty, and stepping out of your comfort zone. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, hit subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video.